Greetings, my fellow legends. Yes, switching it up for the season finale. Oh yeah, and this. I brought props. Because this episode, oh my god. This was an amazing episode. I fucking love this show. Some serious stuff happens in this episode, so I'm going to be going into it and spoiling the crap out of it. If you don't want to be spoiled, watch it and come back. And oh my god. There's a reason why I went a little extra for this review. So let's start at the beginning. A very good place to start. The legends are against Malice. And we find out that his name is Malice. And that he's about to wreck some shit. But the legends need a distraction. So our former captain, Rip, takes the time drive and because he knows that the team can use the time drive of the jump ship and that Zari can hack into it, and basically he's doing a Hail Mary to give the legend some time. It's time for him to visit and you see his wife and son, Miranda and Jonas. And he uses a time drive to not kill, but massively hurt Malice. And seemingly, thanks to some really feelsy flashbacks and all, our dear former captain gives his life. He was a legend through and through. He will be missed. And he totally won't ever come back. Wink, wink. But anywho, so our legends are like, where should we go? We need to run away. Because, well, they try to fight him before Rip, and they do nothing. So Sarah's like, we're gonna run. Go to the only place that we can. That is like a dead zone. They can't find us, the Old West. Jonah's home turf. Jonah immediately sees them and is like, what the hell? You haven't brought trouble to my town, have you? And they're like, no, we're just here to hide. And right about that time, Romans, pirates, and Vikings come in, led by Blackbeard, Caesar, and Leif Erikson's sister, who we've all seen before in that episode. And the legends are like shit. Zari behind their back puts out a beacon for help, kinda. And lo and behold, right when they're feeling their worst and they feel like they can't use the totems right, they're against a massive army, they can't do it, help comes. Help comes in the form of Ava, Helen of Troy, who's now a pure Amazon, has armor and everything. Kawasa, who's wearing a suit, like an actual superhero suit that gives similar vibes to Mari's suit. And she's from the new timeline where Amaya saved the village. And apparently she's become a hero in modern time. Which is cool. And then the fourth hero is a hero from the future. 5 years to be exact. Jax. No special powers, just him by himself. He does, however, have a ring. And we later find out that in those 5 years that we've missed him, he's gotten married and had a little girl. Which is really cool because that's a reference to why Franz, the actor, left. Was to be with his wife and daughter. But they do kind of hint that maybe he could always come back for a visit or two in the future, which is good. And also, I kind of now want to see either Ronnie or Jax's daughter or both of them forming a new firestorm in the future. Please, Legends writers. But anywho, so they're like, to hell you'll run away. You're Legends. And Ava gives a pep talk, and Legends are like, okay, we'll do it, we'll fight. And then we have the biggest, massive brawl. I think to rival stuff of like Game of Thrones. Honestly. Some of Game of Thrones. Not like the big stuff like Battle of the Bastards. But close. Because oh my god. You've got our legends plus the 4 new honorary legends. And Jonah. By the way. And they kick massive ass together. All using swords and guns and kicking major ass. We even find out that our Helen can use a gun. And she kicks ass with it. Can she please join the team? Please? But anyway, so they do that and then they win. But all the people start rising again. They're like, okay, we need to do our plan again, which, by the way, their plan earlier was Amaya and Nate went back to the first totem bearers to see how they defeated Mallus. And they did it by working together to create this being that they all became and physically fought Malice. And they did that without the death totem, but they need the death totem now to actually kill him. So they put it together and they create this horrible Carpenter-esque horrible creature, which good on the team from who made that. And then they are like, ew, and so Mick uses his gun to put it out of its misery. And it dies, and that's part of the reason why they have the whole defeatist attitude in the first place. But anyway, jumping back to where I left off, they're like, okay, the honorary people plus 2 other people, because also while that was going on, Ray used the time ship with Damien to go back to the time when Nora, right before Nora first became Malice, and Damien shot her with the anti-magic gun, and then Malice was like, okay, I'll transfer to you. And Damien's like, that was my plan. So Damien Dark sacrifices himself, and yet again we have another death in this episode. And it won't be our last. But it is, I believe, and it's not even our last, like, big departure from the show. So the team works together. Amaya says, think of something hopeful. Oh yeah. So Ray and Nora and Jonah and the 4 honorary legends all fight together, this huge army, and they're holding their own while the rest of the legends are working together to create this creature out of the totems. And Amaya said, think of something hopeful and pure and light. And of course, what does Nate think of? In an awesome reference to Ghostbusters, he thinks of fucking Bebo. Yes. The totem legends have now become a giant Bebo that kicks the crap out of Malice, and we see this awesome giant CGI fight with tons of Bebo lines, Bebo hungry, and all of that, and Bebo kicks the ever-living shit out of Malice. In a thing where he hugs him, it's like, Bebo wants cuddle, and grabs Malice in midair. They both go boom. Malice is defeated. The legends split apart. They all but Zari give their totems to, I don't know if Sarah did, but hopefully she did. All give their totems to Kuwasa so that in modern times she can find new totem bearers that can maybe show up in future episodes. But for now, it looks like they're done with the totem bearer saga. Mick gives up his. Wally, who was the real totem bearer for water, gives up his. And all is done, and the totem story ends with a really sad scene that gets me very conflicted, and that is Nate saying goodbye to Amaya, but her saying that she doesn't want to wipe her memory. Which is very feely and really gets to me and leaves me very conflicted. Why, you say? Because on one hand, I really wanted him to stay with her. They were a good couple, despite their troubled beginnings. They were a good couple, and I really liked them, and I hoped that they stayed together. And I hoped he stayed with her, and that we could get a new team member, and that Nate would end with, Nate's story would end with Amaya's story. But, on the other hand, they've really gotten into a groove with Nate lately, especially even in this episode. So, I'm kind of glad that he's staying, but also I wish he didn't. Like I said, very conflicted, but still really like how they handle it. And then, oh my god, everything ends, and the legends are finally at Aruba. Finally, relaxing, all of them together, except for Maya, of course. And then, well, Constantine comes, but not really Constantine, it's Gary. Then real Constantine comes. Oh my god, and he has like a dragon's head. He has a dragon's head and says that Mallus isn't the only one who came out of the barrier that the legends created, that the legend broke. So next season will be about like demons and mythical creatures, and hell yes. Hell fuck yeah. And that was the episode. I of course missed some stuff, but this review was going on long enough. I really like this episode. I hope next season we get more of Avalanche. We actually get Nay, which I'm calling it now, which is the ship of Ray and Nora. I hope we get more of that. I hope we get another team member so it's not such a sausage party. But beyond that, I just can't wait till I guess later this year where we're getting season 4. It will be awesome. I fucking love this show. Now, it's time to leave. Oh wait, what is that? Over there? Got it. Till next time, and beyond.